Super tasty. Be nice with a shot of vodka in there, I bet. It was like when I was a kid and my mom would melt chocolate to make some kind of chocolate dessert or something. I just stick my finger in there. This is so good. Oh, so rich. Inside it's decorated really cool, like, I don't know, like a Rastafarian's dorm room. There's a liqueur here called Bitra, and I got a Bitra Spritz, and it wasn't easy to get it. This place is called Hammett's Gastropub, and it is jammin' because it is happy hour, 2-for-1 cocktails. Welcome to Destination Eat Drink, the travel channel for foodies. I'm Brent Peterson. I'm an American living in Portugal. Today we are in Malta, specifically Sliema, Malta, but we're heading over to Valletta to get our drink on. We're going to try some different cocktails and hopefully the local soda that's so popular here, and a few other drinks that you might enjoy while we're in Valletta. And that's our ferry. It takes just a couple minutes to go across. We're going to go over there and quench our thirst. Made it to Valletta, got off the ferry and walked up here. It was like 15-minute walk, maybe less. This place is called Cheeky Monkey. And funny name, they got a couple locations here in the Valletta area. This one's right in the city. And what did we get? Limoncello on the rocks. No surprise that they like limoncello here. We're just, a few miles from Sicily by boat and not too far from Naples as well. So that Italian influence is definitely very strong. Sweeter than I generally like, and not much of that lemon bite that you get in a limoncello. I don't know what brand this is, but oh well. Maybe we'll do better at the next place. This place is called Cafe Society. It's part of this series of bars on these stairs going down to the water. So it's a pretty hip area and lots of thump, thump, thump music. Can't imagine what this is like after the sun goes down. So what did I get? There's a liqueur here called Bitra, and I got a Bitra Spritz, and it wasn't easy to get it. I asked them if they had this liqueur because I've been looking for it, and the guy who works there had to go down maybe to their storage room. He left the bar, went somewhere else, came back, had the bottle of Bitra. I guess not many people are ordering it for whatever reason. What is it? It's made from prickly pear juice. Prickly pears are distilled into a liqueur, and prickly pear cactus are everywhere here in Malta. And I remember back when we lived in Austin, Texas, and when I used to make gelato, a friend of mine used to go foraging for prickly pears, and she would forage the prickly pears, take off the prickers, and then juice them and make them into a prickly pear juice. And then I would use that to make prickly pear sorbet, and it was so good. It tasted like cotton candy. It was so sweet and pink and delicious. So I know that prickly pear is really, really sweet, so I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon in here just to offset that a little bit. She also put a sprig of mint. This cocktail's not on their menu. They've got a long menu of cocktails. This is not on it. She just made this up. And there's a slice of cucumber in here. So creative, and made a spritz out of it. I think she put a little bit of white wine in here and some tonic. It's actually really nice. That lemon does a good job of cutting through that sweetness of that prickly pear liqueur. So really nice. Good stuff. I'm glad we kept looking and found the Bitra. I think Karen will like this too. This place is called Soul Food, and when it rains, it pours. Couldn't find prickly pear or anything. And now we go in here, and they have a prickly pear and mandarin orange soda in this cool bottle. And look at the color. I told you how prickly pear is pink. It's pink soda. Again, that orange cuts through the sweetness of the prickly pear, so it's nice. It can be, like prickly pear can be just too sweet, but this is not that. Super tasty. Be nice with a shot of vodka in there, I bet. But yeah, just having the soda. This is called the Chocolate District. Name like that, you knew that we were going to come here. A lot of these places in Malta, you come down these stairs into like a basement type area. It's really got a cool ambiance in here. Sell tons of chocolate. They've also good with coffee and with tea, but we're concentrating on the chocolate. And they serve all kinds of different chocolate right out of the tap. So this is just pure chocolate, no milk added. So it's not like a hot chocolate, although it is warm because it's melted. But oh man, oh, so this one is the pure dark chocolate. I mean, it's just plain. This is like when I was a kid and my mom would melt chocolate to make some kind of chocolate dessert or something. I just stick my finger in there. This is so good. Oh, so rich. Delish. And they had several different flavors. They had white chocolate, they had hazelnut, they had a few others. But this is what I really came for. Now, Malta is known for growing prickly pears, like cactus. And there's not a lot of trees in Malta. So they use them to make windbreaks in agricultural land. So, you know, of course they harvest it, and then what they do is they make a liqueur out of it. Here, they add that liqueur, bajstra, I think is how you say it in Maltese, I'm not sure. Bajstra. And they add it to the chocolate. Normally you'll see it in like cocktails or just drunk straight, but chocolate and prickly pear. So get the chocolatey. Prickly pear is very sweet and fruity. Sometimes I compare it to like almost cotton candy. Has a really nice bright flavor to it. Mixed with the chocolate is really, really nice. I mean, we've done a lot of chocolate videos lately. We were in Bruges and we were in Ghent, and we did chocolate crawls in both of those places. And you can watch those videos. Ghent is my favorite chocolate city in all of Europe, really. And Bruges is really, really good with chocolate too. Those were two really fun videos. But man, this place, the Chocolate District, they would fit right in. Oh man, just a pure cup of chocolate. It's like the best thing ever. This is Gugar Hangout and Bar. That's a really funky little place. You've got these tiny little tables and chairs outside on the sidewalk. Inside it's decorated really cool, like, I don't know, like a Rastafarian's dorm room. So what do we got? I got a Sisk lager. This is the industrial lager that they brew here in Malta. And there's just a little bottle of it. You see Sisk all over Malta. Every place will have Sisk on tap or in the bottle, in the can. And I guess it's perfectly passable, you know? I mean, could be worse. Could be Coors Light. But, you know, the whole thing about this place is it is a cool hangout spot. So just sit here and sip our Sisk. Another great day in Malta. We're back in Sliema. We took the ferry over, and this place is called Hammond's Gastropub, and it is jammin'. because it is happy hour, 2-for-1 cocktails, and they are slinging them fast and furious. They got some really cool cocktails here. A lot of them have kind of an Asian Indian influence. So we got something called Eye of the Dragon. If you order 2 of the same cocktails on their happy hour menu, you get 2 for 1. So this is a gin and tonic, Indian tonic, gin, and then lemongrass, lychee fruit, which I don't know if you can see, but I'll try to get it out. See, lychee fruit. Oh, wow. And pink peppercorns. Add a little spice to it. Super tasty. Oh, that is really good. The lemongrass really adds a nice exotic taste to it. And those pink peppercorns, you get one in your mouth. It's kind of mild and grassy at the beginning, and then you get a little bitterness on the end. It's really good. Nice combination. They got some cool cocktails there. Good job, Hammets. That is super, super tasty. This is Kazan Banda. It's a little bit of a nostalgia for me and Karen. This is the very first place we ever went to when we arrived in Malta almost 10 years ago on our first visit. I've been looking for something called a Kinney Spritz since we got here. And I've asked place after place after place after place. I don't know, maybe half a dozen bars, maybe more. Do you have Kinney? Do you have Kinney Spritz? Can we get Kinney Spritz? And everyone's like, no, 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 no. So what I finally decided to do is I'll just order a Kinney and make my own Kinney Spritz. So what is Kinney? Kinney is a local soda from Malta. And it's a bitter lemon soda, and it's pretty divisive. You know, people love it or hate it. I happen to like it. I think it's really interesting because soda can be, you know, really, really sweet. And this is more bitter, and it also has some aromatic herbs in it as well that makes for a really interesting flavor. When I ordered the Kinney, he tossed a little slice of lemon or orange in there as well. So that's nice. I like it. It's good. Try some when you come to Malta. So anyway, here was my plan. I was like, all right, no one's going to make a Kinney Spritz for me. I'll make my own Kinney Spritz. Kinney Spritz is like 2 parts Prosecco, 1 part Kinney. So I ordered the Prosecco. They have Prosecco on tap here. and got some Kinney. So I don't know, my measurement might not be exact. Live with it. It's not bad. I mean, the percent. Let's try this by itself. Not the best Prosecco in the world, but you know, the bitterness of this kind of cuts through. That's really nice. They also make something called a Kinney Negroni. I've asked for that too. No one knows what it is. I think what happened is Kinney they're a big soda manufacturer here, and I think they were just trying to expand their market, so they invented these things out of thin air, the Kinney Spritz and the Kinney Negroni. And they never really took off. I mean, you ask bartenders who have worked all their lives and they've never heard of it, you know it's not that popular. So I ordered my deconstructed Kinney Spritz with my Kinney and my Prosecco, sit down in this bar, look behind me. God, if there's not a sign there that says Kinney Spritz. They have it. The last place you look, right? Oh well, I'll enjoy my my own Kinney Spritz. Don't know that I'd order another one. But I do like the Kinney. I'll get a bottle of Kinney again anytime. It's pretty good. This place is called the Thirsty Barber. It's a great name. And as soon as we walked in, I knew this was the right place because you walk through one of those old red British phone booths. That's the entrance to the bar. It's really cool. So what did I get? It's called the Bitra Bombshell, and it's made with that Bitra liqueur that I told you about, distilled prickly pears, which is cool and very sweet. So they add some rum to give it a little bit of a kick, some lemon essence oil to add some acid to it, and some bitters. You know, you got to counteract. I think I'd had more than one of these. You have to counteract the sweetness of the Bitra. So it's really nice, complex. You know, it's not just that Bitra can sometimes just be overwhelmingly sweet and cotton candy tasting. This has really a lot of flavor. So, if you like the video, give us that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel too. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. Had a lot of new subscribers in the past couple of weeks. So thanks to everyone for that. If you're planning a trip to Portugal, that's where we live, you can download my Portugal Foodie Travel Guide ebook. It has a compilation of 17 travel guides to cities around Portugal. It's just $9.99. That's like a $60 value. Get that at buymeacoffee.com/destination drink. I'm Brent Peterson. Loving Malta. See you down the road.